and the omnibus. So I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on.
I'm awash with the stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavour show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of the UK's second-largest city, Birmingham.
You're listening to Friday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
What are you doing up at this time?
Come inside, both of you.
Emma, what's happened?
He's gone.
What, again?
Gone? Where?
He's with the police.
What?
I've been up all night waiting for him to come back. I heard your van and I thought it was him. I drove down there after him, but they said he's an adult. They wouldn't let me go in with him. They asked me to go home.
Why is he with the police?
Yeah, what's happened?
Not out in the yard. Come inside.
Just tell me what happened. How come George is with the police?
It all happened very fast.
What did?
What's he done? What? Come on! Can't be that bad, Em. You're scaring me.
This is going to be a shock.
What?
George was driving the car that caused the crash.
What crash? What, Alice's crash? George was driving Alice's car?
Yeah.
When did you find this out?
I haven't known for very long.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Ed. I couldn't tell you.
I don't get it. We've been on at him to hand himself in. Why would he decide now?
What, you knew?
Oh, she had to tell me.
I'm sorry, Ed.
Well, you couldn't tell me, but you could tell him.
He's George's father.
And I'm your husband.
I can explain.
Well, go on then.
Just calm down.
Why would he choose the one night I'm away to hand himself in?
He didn't hand himself in. I called the police.
What? Why would you do that?
Because we couldn't go on like that, could we? I had to. Mum and Dad had pretty much worked it out between them, and they came round here and they put me on the spot. They were right to. It was only going to get worse. The police would have caught up with him sooner or later, Will, and you know that.
But I wasn't here. My boy was taken away by the police, and I was tucked up in a B&B miles away. How would you feel if that was the other way round?
Well, I didn't plan it. Do you think I enjoyed it? Ringing them and telling them to come and arrest my own son. It was awful. It was the worst thing I've ever had to do.
How long?
What?
How long have you known?
Just a few weeks.
A few weeks? How? We tell each other everything.
I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, clearly.
Who else knows about the arrest?
Your mum and Dad.
And how are they?
Upset, obviously. I haven't worked out what I'm going to say to Keira yet. Love.
George, how are you? Have they charged you?
Not yet,
Right.
but they will.
What did the duty solicitor say?
Just that. I'm released on bail for now, but they're going to charge me soon.
Well, we'll have to get him a proper solicitor.
It's David. He's going to be wondering where I am. He's got some fencing needs fixing. Some of his ewes have been escaping.
Can't you tell him you've got an emergency at home?
No, I've said I'll do it now. I don't want to let him down. Don't look like you need me here anyway.
Ed, wait.
Ed knows then. That why he's throwing his toys out the pram.
What did the police say?
I kept your name out of it if that's what you're bothered about.
That's not what I was asking.
For Keira, not for you.
Well, thank you.
But I don't want nothing to do with you. I only came back here for my phone. I'm going to go. I've been up all night. You coming?
Yeah. I'll call you later, Emma.
Oh, she's still not picking up.
Oh, I'm sure she'll call us before long.
Just want to know what's going on. Whether they've released George, what kind of state Emma's in. I didn't like leaving her last night.
She wanted to be there in case George came back. she's devastated. And that's to be expected. To think George has kept this secret all this time, it beggars belief.
I'll pop over to the tea room soon as I get to work.
Oh, OK. But tread carefully, will you?
Oh, well, I'm hardly planning to go in there all guns blazing.
I know. Just mean... I don't know if Emma's got as far as thinking about telling people. Not that she can keep it a secret forever. Presumably the police will get in touch with Alice and then it'll be round the village. We need to prepare ourselves for that. Be there for Emma.
Oh, Neil. It's going to be awful.
Yeah, I think it is.
Brought you a sandwich.
Thanks.
Ed, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know how hurt you must be, and I've hated keeping this from you. I wanted to tell you so many times.
Yeah, but you didn't.
I couldn't, Ed. I couldn't tell anyone.
You told Will.
Not at first. George begged me to keep it to myself, and I did, but Will could see something was wrong.
I could see something was wrong. An idiot could have seen something was wrong.
I was upset, and Will was there.
When was this?
My birthday.
Right.
And it just came out, and really...
Really what?
Well... he is George's dad, Ed. Well, he is, isn't he?
So what am I?
Ed.
I love George. Like he's mine. I always have done.
I know you do.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, of course I do. Ed, this wasn't about you. It was about keeping it as small as possible to protect George and to protect you too. I didn't want you burdened with this.
I want to be burdened. This is us, Em. Me and you. If you're going through something, I'm supposed to be right there going through it with you. I thought we shared everything.
We do. It just... George didn't want anyone to know.
But it shouldn't be up to George to say what you can and can't tell me.
I promised him.
I thought we were a team.
We are a team.
No, you and Will are a team. You two knew what was going on. Well, I didn't have a clue.
It was a really difficult situation. I've been petrified. I didn't know what to do for the best. Maybe I got it wrong.
Oh, you did, Em. You got it really, really wrong.
Did you manage to get some sleep?
A bit.
Hiya, just me. Oh, I thought we said 5 o'clock. You going like that? Because it's totally fine if you are. It's only pizza. Don't need to dress up or anything. I just...
Oh, no, sorry, me. I totally forgot.
Forgot what?
We were supposed to be going out for pizza, weren't we?
Oh.
You know what? It's fine. We don't have to go out. I'm happy to stay in, long as we're all together. Where's Poppy?
She's with Mum and Dad.
Why? What's happened? Is she all right?
Yeah, no, Poppy's fine. Don't worry.
What is it then?
Sorry, Mum, it's not a very good time. Ed's only just got in from work.
When Fallon said you'd called in sick, I was worried.
Come on, Susan. We've seen she's all right now. Let's leave him to it.
Oh, it's all right. I'm going to go for a shower anyway.
How are things?
How do you think?
I suppose it's understandable Ed's upset.
Yes, thank you.
So, how do things stand with George? Did they charge him?
Not yet, but they will.
How is he?
Furious, hurt. He's not talking to me.
Well, he's bound to be upset.
He said he didn't want nothing more to do with me.
That's just his anger talking.
Yeah. Give him time and he'll see you did the right thing. The only thing you could do.
I don't think so. I think he'll always remember how it felt to have his own mum go behind his back. You know, he could get years. I wouldn't blame him if he never spoke to me again.
Oh, Emma, this isn't your fault.
No, you're right. It isn't my fault. It's yours.
Mine?
The two of you. You made me do this.
So what will happen now?
I don't know. I mean, the police are investigating. Most likely they'll charge him and it'll go to court.
Could he go to prison?
Well, let's not jump the gun. We need to talk to a solicitor and get some proper advice.
But he could.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
No.
Mia, I'm sorry about tonight.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. It's a big deal. You going to uni and we should be marking it.
I can't go now.
What are you talking about?
You can't seriously expect me to skip off to Newcastle when George might go to prison.
Well, yeah, actually. That's exactly what I expect you to do.
No way. I need to be here.
No.
How can I go away and leave you like this?
Of course you can. You have to. I might have ruined my life, but there is no way I'm letting you ruin yours as well.
That ain't up to you.
Seriously, Mia, I've got enough of my conscience without you adding to it. You're going to Newcastle.
Mate, he's right. I'm not having you drop everything to look after us. I mean, you don't need to. I'm here. You deserve to go. You've worked so hard for this.
I don't want to go.
It ain't about what you want. Look, we've all got our roles in the family, and there's only room for one failure. I've got that covered. I'm all over it. So you're just going to have to carry on being the high achiever. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
You're not a failure.
No, you're not.
You're both wrong.
We're going to get through this.
Yeah, we will. All right, I'll go if you're that desperate to get rid of me, but I'll be ringing home all the time and you better keep me in the loop, all right?
All right.
And you have to try, George.
Try what?
You have to do everything you can to turn this around.
I think it's a bit late for that.
No, it ain't. Whatever happens, you're only 19. You can come back from this.
It's a nice thought, but...
I mean it. Don't give up. Because we won't give up on you, will we?
No, we won't.
Never. Now, come here.
Why did you have to stick your nose in? Why do you always have to stick your nose in?
It was both of us, not just your mother.
Oh, I know you played your part, because you've never liked George, have you?
Of course I like him. I love him.
No, not like the others. You've always had him pegged as a bad lad. I mean, is it any wonder he goes and does something like this when his own granddad thinks he's a monster? He doesn't think that.
Hey, what's going on?
I should never have let them talk me into calling the police. They forced me to betray George, and now look.
Well, come on, Em, that ain't fair.
Isn't it?
No, it ain't. George had this coming. You should never have agreed to keep it secret in the first place.
Maybe not.
All this is down to George, no one else. You've got no right taking it out on your mum and dad.
No. No, I know. I'm so sorry, Mum.
Oh, it's all right.
No, it's not. I shouldn't be laying into you.
Oh, you're upset. Of course you are.
I know you're only trying to do what's right. Ed's right. None of this is your fault. It's George's. But the thing is, that doesn't stop me worrying about him.
Oh, Emma.
He's in it up to his neck. And there's nothing I can do to help him.
Moving mics around getting.
So what do you do?
I do the spot effects on the archers. Just any.
Are you what we call Foley then?
Kind of. Yep.
Okay. And these are all part of the paraphernalia of production.
Yep. That's the bull bar. That's
this one.
Yep. That's.
I mean, Hayley so wanted to be in their own place when their baby came. It's due in 2 months. Not much chance of that now.
No.
I mean, it would have been a stretch for them financially, mind, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline. I mean,
I think The Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community, whatever